Hello friends, welcome to The Point. In this session, we'll be discussing about the World Bank Group. So the World Bank Group, it is an important international institution which we can see very often in the news. So this is one of the important topic for all the competitive exams, and in this session we can read in detail about the World Bank Group and its constituent institutions, and also how this World Bank Group is different from the World Bank. We'll also learn how World Bank Group is different from World Bank. So the World Bank Group, it is an international partner which comprises 189 countries and 5 constituent institutions that works towards eradicating poverty and creating prosperity. So the 5 development institutions under the World Bank are International Bank for Reconstruction and Development (IBRD), International Development Association (IDA), International Finance Corporation (IFC), Multilateral Guarantee Agency (MIGA), International Center for the Settlement of Investment Dispute (ICSID). So these are the 5 development institutions under the World Bank Group. So here you have to remember one point, that is IBRD and IDA together forms World Bank. So IBRD and IDA, these two together forms World Bank, and all the institutions and all the remaining institutions, if it is combined with this World Bank, then it is called as a World Bank Group. So remember, India is a member of the 4 institutions, that is IBRD, IDA, IFC and MIGA, but India is not a member of ICSID, that is International Care for the Settlement of Investment Disputes. So hope you remember that IBRD and IDA together forms the World Bank, and all the 5 institutions together forms the World Bank Group. So now let's learn the history of World Bank Group. The United Nations Monetary and Financial Conference, which is also known as Bretton Woods Conference, which was held in the year 1944, it led to the formation of IMF, that is the International Monetary Fund, in the year 1945, and also the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development IBRD in the year 1944. The original focus of IBRD, that is the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, was the reconstruction of countries ravaged by the Second World War through loans, and gradually there was a shift from reconstruction to development with a particular emphasis on infrastructure, power grids, roads and transportation, dams and so on. So the other institutions like IDA, IFC were also formed over these years, and all the 5 institutions called IBRD, IDA, IFC, MIGA and ICSID, it came to be called as the World Bank Group. So currently the group engages into multifarious activities through its institutions and funds, and there is a special focus on developing and underdeveloped countries. So the World Bank Group, it is one of the world's largest sources of funding and knowledge for developing the nations. So its 5 institutions, it shares a commitment to decrease the poverty, to enhance shared prosperity, and to boost sustainable development. The World Bank Group is headquartered in Washington, D.C., USA. And the World Bank Group, it is a specialized agency of United Nations. So how does the nations get a World Group membership? So to join the World Bank Group, a country must first become a member of IMF. Particular country should become a member of IMF, and to become members of IDA, IFC and MIGA, the countries must first become the members of IBRD. So to become the member of World Bank Group, a country should first become the member of IMF. And to become the member of IDA, IFC and MIGA, the country should first become the member of IBRD. The membership of ICSID is subject to conditions. The conditions are IBRD membership. The country should be a member of IBRD and the party to the Statute of International Court of Justice. And should be a party to the Statute of International Court of Justice and invitation of ICSID Administrative Council by a vote of 2/3 of its members. So if all these conditions are satisfied, then a membership can be gained in ICSID. So if all these 3 conditions are satisfied by a nation, then it can become a member of World Bank Group. International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, IBRD. IBRD calls itself a global development cooperative. It has membership of 189 countries and it is the world's largest development bank. IBRD is the world's largest development bank. It provides loans, guarantees, advisory services, risk management products to middle income and credit-worthy low income countries. So middle income countries, it represents more than 60% of IBRD's portfolio. So middle income countries, it represents more than 60% of IBRD's portfolio. The IBRD finances investment across all sectors and offers technical support and expertise at every stage of a project. And IBRD deals only with sovereign governments and not private players. So IBRD, it deals only with the sovereign governments. It deals only with the governments but not with the private players. It also assists the governments in augmenting the investment climate of the countries, removing service delivery bottlenecks and strengthening institutions and policies. IBRD sources most of its funds from the world's financial market. So talking about IBRD and India. So India is a founding member of IBRD and it started lending to India. IBRD started lending to India in the year 1949, the first project being undertaken for Indian Railways. So since the 1960s, IBRD is an important source of long-term funding for India. And India is the largest IBRD client of the World Bank. And India, it is a blend country, which means it is transitioning from lower middle income to middle income country. So, and India is eligible for loans from both IBRD and IDA. IDA is nothing but International Development Association. The main objective of IDA, it is to provide grants and concessional loans to the world's poorest countries. IFC, International Finance Corporation. So we can say that IFC, it is a sister organization of World Bank, that is IDA and IBRD. IFC, it is the largest international development institution that focuses on private sector in developing countries. So the IFC functions at private sector arm of the World Bank Group. So it works for economic development. IFC works for economic development by investing in for profit and commercial projects for poverty reduction and augmentation development. So it also engages in mobilizing the third party resources for projects, and the IFC works with private sector to boost entrepreneurship and create sustainable businesses. IFC also provides investment advice and assessment management of offerings, and it tends to businesses and private sector projects. The relation between IFC and India. So India, it is a founding member of IFC, and over the past few years IFC has augmented its portfolio in India, improving profitability and investing in high impact projects. So it is expanding its activities in LIS, that is the low income states and the northeastern states in India. Financial inclusion by focusing on microfinance institution, and it also focuses on renewable energy and cleaner production methods. MIGA, Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency. So its chief goal is to enhance cross-border investment in developing countries by giving guarantees, political risk insurance and credit enhancement to lenders and investors. The agency guarantees to protect investment against non-commercial risk. It emphasizes on fragile and conflict affected states. It gives a political risk insurance products. In this risk insurance, it covers against loss due to war, terrorism, civil disturbance, and expropriation by the governments. It also the coverage is against breach of contract and protection against losses arising from inability to legally convert local currency into hard currency. Also the credit enhancement, protection when government fails to honor obligations. So India became a member of MIGA, that is MIGA, Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency, in the year 1994. International Care for Settlement of Investment Disputes, ICSID. It engages in international investment dispute settlement. It settles disputes between investors and the governments. So it also settles state-state disputes under investment treaties and free trade agreements, and it acts as an administrative registry. The center provides for settlement of disputes by arbitration, conciliation or fact-finding. So India set up BRICS Arbitration Center, BRICS Center, to address and reinforce international arbitrations with foreign investors. Although this is limited to the BRICS countries, it will be available for all the developing countries in the future. So this is all about World Bank Group. See you all in the next session with some other interesting topic. Thank you.